Sometime around 1972, I was spending a lot of time hanging out with some friends of my sister's, specifically two guys who were, not to put too fine a point on it, into stuff like taking things that didn't belong to them and generally getting into trouble. I was still the most naive 19-year-old in the entire world, so I didn't understand how bad it really was. One of the things we liked to do was go to a particular drive-in theater on Friday night and watch double and triple features of motorcycle gang movies. These were pretty much all the same movie, and they were brainless enough to help us decompress for a while.
Ain't they sweet? Look at these babies, Johnny. Check them out.
That's real nice, Doc.
12 grand profit, I guess that's real nice.
Guns and violence were an integral part of those movies, and I wonder why we're mimicking those movies here.
Man, there's fence all over the place.
Get going.
Get out of here. No, man. Move it.
My mistake. We're only mimicking the end of the movies where everybody gets busted. My mistake again. The federal officers were baffled when they told these guys to halt, and they didn't halt. This wasn't in their training. The bikers all get away.
Hey, Pilgrim. Freaking flowers, you hitchhiking?
I'm hitchhiking.
Yeah, well, get on.
You don't wear your helmet?
No, no helmet law in this state.
Mind if I wear it?
No, not at all. No law against wearing it either. You want some glasses? Got some glasses for you here. Protect your eyes from bugs and stuff.
By 1980, most states had helmet laws, but enforcement might or might not happen. Example, our cabin in Idaho was 105 miles from the city of Twin Falls, and that was where we had to go to get anything more complicated than basic groceries and such. One day, one of our trail motorbikes needed a part that we had to go to Twin Falls to get. I hopped on my Honda 175 Scrambler and made the trip, and in keeping with Idaho's law, I took my helmet. It hung from the handlebars all the way there and all the way back. Today I understand how foolish that was. It only took me 50 years to figure it out. His name is Carl, and he's a member of that gang we saw, though he wasn't there for the fiasco with the feds. Something is wrong with Carl's left arm. David suspects it's broken. He can't operate the bike with that. The clutch is on that side, and if you can't use your fingers, operating it isn't going to be the most successful venture of the day. There's only one thing to do.
Okay, clutch is on your left, gas on the right, you got a brake up there, you got a brake down there. Gears down there on the left, 1 down and 3 up.
Yeah, where's the clutch?
Clutch is on your left. Oh, man. All right, start her up.
Starter.
Yeah, start her. Okay.
How do I shift again?
Let's let them figure it out. Paul Koslow was a veteran character actor by this time. He had made his fame in Heaven's Gate and the Omega Man, so his abilities were well known and in demand. He was born in Germany just a couple of weeks after D-Day in 1944. His dad was a career German soldier, but after the war ended, they moved to Canada where he took his acting training. We can see the results of that training right now. David will manage to fumble them to the next town. I was wondering what part of the country they were in, but it's clear now. They're in Norman Rockwell, USA.
Take a seat, I'll get you whenever I can.
Do we detect a bit of attitude?
Excuse me, Doctor. We have been waiting for over 2 hours.
Well, if you're in a hurry, why don't you go to County General in Geyserville? As a matter of fact, I prefer it.
Well, it happens to be over 30 miles away, and this man needs treatment.
Oh, treatment, of course. Especially painkillers, right?
You're wrong.
Look, your kind have been coming in here for a long time with the same sob story. And it all adds up to the fact that you want a prescription for dope.
If Carl is an experienced biker in club colors, does that guy really think he has to come here to get drugs? David says you haven't even examined him. Dr. Snooty says I don't need to. I can tell by looking.
Well, may I tell you then how much I admire your powers of observation, Doctor, and how much I admire your ability at this distance to know that that man does not have a broken arm? Without your even examining him or taking x-rays? Now, would you please check him out?
All right, let's get him in.
In fact, he does have a broken arm, so put a cast on it and, pardon the bluntness, cram your drugs the same place you need to cram your prejudice.
Hey, man, that's a great number you run on that dude in there. I'd have just thumped on his head.
Well, sometimes there are other ways of doing things, huh?
Hitting him wouldn't have gotten Carl treated. Shaming his doctorness did. There's something to be said for the ways that work.
You never told me whereabouts up north you're going, man.
Neither did you.
You're a weird dude, man. You ask more questions than you answer, don't you?
Well, there really isn't that much to know. I'm just traveling around like you.
In other words, he can't tell you what he doesn't know.
Not like me, man. See, I come from somewhere and I got a place to go to, you know? Like my family, the club. You see this patch here, man? That means I got somebody to ride with, see? Somebody to stick up for me. Back me up. See, we're all brothers, man.
Yet he's out here riding north by himself because...
I guess, heavy things were coming down and, I don't know if I want to be a part of that anymore.
So you quit?
Trial separation, I guess.
Heavy things like gun running, but unlike David, he's not just randomly going that way.
See, I got some friends up north. You know, bikers, ex-clubbers. Well, they got a real sweet thing happening up there. They got a nice big farm up there. And they've been asking me to come down for a long time to visit, you know. I don't know, stay or something, I don't know.
My dad was originally a farmer, and my wife grew up on a farm. They could both tell you that farming is a lot less strenuous than smuggling guns and running from the cops. Not that either of them did those things, but I mean...
I don't know, somehow I have a hard time seeing you behind a plow.
Why, man? I'm an old farm boy, man. There's nothing I like better than good soil, good seed, lots of water. sorry I said that.
Hey, the man did say, ask and you shall receive. It's your own fault you didn't specify not right now.
How do you figure the cops found out?
We know it was a setup. We all know who did it.
Nobody here, Johnny.
You got that right. The one brother who ain't been around for a couple of days. Good old righteous Carl Rivers.
Hey, look, man. Carl helped found this club.
Yeah, and he was the first one to start whining and puking when I made president. Up until then, this club was like a bunch of daisies. Now we're getting the respect of all the big clubs in the country.
You know, he was the only one that wasn't there when that bust came down.
We met Mickey Jones last season, and between that appearance and this one, we're seeing the full scope of his talents. How many of us recognize Ricky? Doc will go with the group, though he's not crazy about violence and such. Still, when the club votes to kill Carl, he doesn't dissent.
Okay, we have $3.46 left.
Oh, that's great. If we don't eat, we can travel 200 more miles, huh?
Do our stomachs have any say in this?
Well, come to think of it, mine's been talking real loud about a 10-pound piece of steak.
Uh-huh. Carl, there's only one legal way to avoid starvation.
Right, get a job.
That's it. That's the way.
I thought job was a 4-letter word to guys like him. But Carl isn't your average biker. He does have some scruples, which is why he left the club.
Sorry, mister. We got all the help we need. I guess I just forgot to take the sign down.
Uh-huh. I see.
Well, are there any other places in town that are hiring? I can't say. Most of the businessmen around here are pretty particular about who they hire. Particular? Well, thank you very much for your time.
They also judge you by the company you keep. Johnny and company are still tracking him. They've learned about the cast and the mystery man playing chauffeur. They called him a citizen, which is straight out of those cheesy movies I mentioned. At least Johnny said they were going to waste Carl. In those movies, they would have said snuff.
Straight up there. Whoa. Delicious.
No. Low-budget screenplay writers thought it sounded cool and rebellious. Your mileage may vary. Carl could use some coffee, so they stopped at a small roadhouse.
That's it. Last game.
Oh, poor baby.
Okay, come on, somebody rack them up. Deck them, please.
I never would play for money. I enjoy the game even though I'm no good at it, and I play stuff like pool for fun. You want to play 8-ball? Fine. Winner gets bragging rights. That's as much as I'll invest in it. Our young pool shark really doesn't want to quit.
Oh, no! Darwin's theory has come back to haunt us. You think we evolved from that?
I've always had a thing for apes.
They can climb trees, but can they chew gum at the same time?
I think we made a mistake.
Shannon and I, they're just college jerks with jumpy hormones.
The big talk is supposed to impress the one woman in the place. But speaking of hormones...
I sure like what you rode in on.
Thanks. You're right, it was a mistake.
You know, when I started college, I promised Daddy I wouldn't smoke, drink, fool around, or ride on a motorcycle. I've still never ridden a motorcycle.
Then he's not going to spoil your perfect record. David is still figuring out 1 down, 3 up shifting, so forget that.
Hey, lady, pack it in, will you? See, we give you a ride, and I'm going to have to mess it up with the country club kid over there. And I don't feel like getting into light work, you know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
Hey.
Now would be a good time to leave, but Country Club Kid isn't about to let them until he gets a game with Carl.
I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you $1 for what's left of that jacket. You know, it'd look real nice on our fraternity house wall.
You're gonna be spending next year's tuition on dental work.
I think he's too chicken to play.
Carl.
What's the matter? Aren't you gonna play?
Hey, yeah, you got a game, man. You want a game? Come on.
Jim Croce once had something to say about this guy.
Yeah, Big Jim got his hat. Find out where it's at is not hustling people strange to you. Even if you do got a two-piece custom-made pool cue.
Remember, Carl's left hand, the one you guide the cue with, is in a plaster cast.
Hey, pretty good break. Nice shot.
Excuse me, everybody. Try a combination.
Combination? Hey, Bob. Get on your game, Bob.
I think the cast is helping. With 1 ball to go before the 8 ball, he deliberately misses an easy shot so the other guy gets a chance.
Oh, I can't believe it. You missed your first shot.
Yeah.
He should have listened to the part about hustling people strange to you, because now he's rattled. He's starting to realize what he stepped in.
Okay, Bob. Here we go.
Listen, you want to put $10 on this 3 ball?
Just shoot, all right?
Guys got some bucks, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Jersey, he ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it.
Well, that only leaves the 8 ball, don't it? Try it straight down.
He pays up without argument, but he wants another game, double or nothing. David would like a word with Carl.
You proved your point. Now, isn't that enough?
Listen, after the crack he made about my colors, I'm gonna wipe his nose in it.
Fine. Good. And after you win this game, then what?
We go to Fist City, right?
Right. Yeah. Is it worth it?
Yeah, I guess you're right. There's other ways of doing things.
Besides, you only have 1 fist, so it's not much of a city.
This game's getting a little too serious, maybe, huh? I'll tell you what, I'm gonna take out $5 for gas, and we'll drink up the rest. What do you say?
What's the matter? Don't you think I can afford to lose all that money?
Hey, you said it, I didn't.
Yeah, we'll get on with the game then, all right?
No, I don't think so. You see, because me and my partner here, we gotta split.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, well, why don't you just take an order of dip to go? Boy!
He should not have done that.
I'll let you do it your way. Now we'll do it mine.
And they should not have done this. Because now that he's out of their line of sight, he can transform. Why is he pushing the bar instead of jumping over it? Because he can. Besides, he can jump over it, but the guys who were beating on him can't. Let the punishment fit the crime. The kid's friends called him Hot Sauce from that day on. Women found it interesting until they learned why. When Carl finds David again, he says, "You're not gonna believe this." David says, "Oh yeah, I will."
There's this guy, and he lifts up the whole bar. And the guy is green.
Green?
I'm telling you, man, this guy's Kelly Green.
Are you serious?
Are you kidding me? Am I serious? This guy's bigger than a semi. He's got no neck, man. He's bigger than a mountain. He's a walking tree, this guy.
Carl hasn't realized that David doesn't require any persuasion at all. He believes every word.
Police, freeze. You're under arrest.
For what, they don't know yet.
Oh, man, this is gonna be a bigger hassle than I thought. A lot bigger hassle.
You're a long ways from home, aren't you, Carl? Who's your friend?
David, Agent Fitzgerald. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms.
He knows the barbarians have been running guns, and he's tried to get Carl to turn informant. He tries again, and Carl still refuses. Too bad Johnny and the others don't know that. They're catching up to our boys quickly.
Yeah, he's just left the building. Just stay close to him, will you? We'll keep in touch.
His information network already told him that they think Carl sold them out, so he knows they're coming for him. Have him followed, they catch up to him, grab the whole bunch. They might or might not get to Carl and do bad things to him, but Fitzgerald is willing to take that chance.
That's them! Punch it out!
I hope that tail car is close, and I hope there are several of them.
Doc, you and Phil over there. You two around behind them. We're gonna nail that.
Now here's something we haven't seen before. We've all heard about someone getting a swelled head, but we thought it was a metaphor. We have to keep in mind that David doesn't know one of these guys from another, so to the Hulk, they're all equally throwable.
Look at that! Look at that!
No, man! Not my bike!
Throw my body, not my bike! I sorta can't blame him. I've tried to ride a bike after the front fork took a major trauma like that. Emphasis on tried.
Come on, start!
I do wonder what they thought he was going to do with it. isn't really a bad guy. He cuts Carl loose since he walked away from the gun deal before it happened. Carl would just like to know what happened to David.
Hey, where'd you disappear to, brother? Oh, yeah, it's cool. I got my family problems, you got yours, huh?
How come you can ride your bike?
Oh, man, I'm forcing my fingers to work. I'm shining it on.
It's not a bad idea. Keep the fingers from atrophy. Carl is headed north to the farm again after that little, I guess we'll call it a detour. David can't go with him. Since the Hulk appeared again, he has to change direction. He's going east now. But he helped to cement in Carl's mind that burning his colors and going to that farm to be an ex-biker is the right path for him. The guys who were already at the farm don't need him to make them better than they were, and now Carl doesn't either, so he has no reason to go there. He'll head a different direction and find somebody who needs him. He's especially great to have around when there's heavy lifting to be done.